So, Mr. President, what about that Cuban Missile Crisis?
Cuban Missile Crisis? Oh, I remember that. Well, the Cuban Missile Crisis was the closest that America has ever been to war with. Russia? Oh no, the Soviet Union. That's what it was back then. Haha, how things have changed. Well, we were during the Cold War when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened. It all began on October 15th, 1962. Well, actually, October 16th for me, because they told me a day later that they found pictures in Cuba. Well, our people went to Cuba and they saw pictures of, they were building missiles. And it's pretty bad because they could attack Florida. See, in Russia, they didn't have the capabilities at the time they can attack Europe, but they couldn't attack us because we're too far and they didn't have the capabilities. So, I mean, we could have attacked them, and Russia was pretty mad because they were falling behind in the Cold War and we were kind of kicking butt. America. USA. So, when I found out about this, I made 12 of my closest advisors, and that was cool. We eventually made a naval blockade, and we told the Soviets that any attack on the U.S. would be bad, and we ordered them to get rid of their missiles. Tensions were building on both sides. I sent missions every 2 hours to go check on them. Soviets, check on them. On the 25th, I pulled the quarantine line back and raised military advisement. So basically, what it all came down to, tensions finally eased, and, well, at the last minute, the Soviets were coming, and like our ships were all around blocking, and their ships are coming, and at the last second they turned. So we kind of won. Yeah. We made a treaty with them, the Soviets, on October 28th, when Khrushchev announced that he would dismantle the installations and return the missiles to the Soviet Union, expressing his trust that the U.S. would not invade Cuba. Further negotiations were held to... I really like dogs.
Mr. President, stay on focus. Focus, President.
Oh, okay. On October 28th, the agreement, including the U.S., demanded that the Soviet... I should have named it not the teddy bear. I should have named it the Johnny Bear. Well, anyway, so it all worked out, and we told them we would invade Cuba, and they would get rid of the missiles. The end. This has been a project by Chelsea Lene Sanders, Joe Luana Barros, and Kayla Lee.